Okay, so I am working on this thing I had in my head. I kind of thought it'd be cool to draw a woman with like all kinds of color, just like is blowing through her hair, you know, and have it like very vibrant colors and black and white. And if you want to know the kind of materials I'm using for this, I bought these from like the dollar store. Studio sketching pencil. If you're interested in that type of thing, but for me, any kind of pencil, like I like the 2H, I guess, and my other favorite one is the H sketching pencil. I use, if you want to know about sharpeners, I use an X-Acto knife to sharpen it. But what I'm going to be using after would be some India ink. I mix that and I dilute it with water, and I use my favorite paintbrush, if I can find it. Ha! Found it. Which is, I don't know what brand that is, but it's #1. And I will be blending and smoothing this out and erasing it. The paper that I'm using is, the materials doesn't really matter, you know, what you're going to be painting with. You could use any type of material, but I want to make sure that, because I was going to do egg tempera, and I wanted to make sure that it'll take it. So 140 pounds cold press, and this is watercolor paper XL, but I was even thinking about making my own paper. So that's what the materials I'm going to be using. Okay, and I gotta let you in on some secret here. My other magic material that I'm using is coffee. Nice warm coffee. Okay, before I go any further, I want to talk about composition. Now, I didn't measure this before I sketched it, but see, I made this a while back. It's a 3-point, or it's a rule of 3. So this is my plan, is to have her take up most of the page, but leaving this blank. I suppose I could do it the other way too, but the page isn't big enough for that. So kind of something like that, or maybe a bit higher. Yeah, I'm thinking higher up. Something like that there, which is what it's going to end up looking like. That's how I'm going to frame it. Composition, I think, is the most important thing, more than technique. Okay, so this is what I use to paint with egg tempera. I have my egg, some water for cleaning and for rinsing. Here are my pigments. They last a long time. You only need like a drop. A paintbrush, piece of glass as a palette, and a drawing with watercolor paper. Now, originally, artists, when they were using egg tempera, because egg tempera is really old, what they were using would be rabbit skin glue or hide glue with like linen or cloth that's glued to a piece of plywood or wood, or even they would just paint right on wood with gesso. I don't have any of that. I've been working with just watercolor paper, and it seems to be working fine for me. I'm just going to make prints from them anyways, but I just love it. And I was always intimidated by color. I'm less intimidated now. I still am a little bit scared when I color, when I paint with color, but I don't know, it's more fun now. I don't take it, I can always draw another one, you know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't work out, that's okay. Just move on, or keep the mistake and learn from it. For flesh tones, now the painting I'm going to be working on today is this one here. Now there's a lot of skin, And I don't know what race, maybe a darker color skin. I'm dark colored myself, so I like darker colors. We're not represented enough. So there's some yellow. Like, you need this will last me probably a lifetime. I need very little of these colors, but they do dry up fairly quickly. And like red, you need very little bit of that. And yellow, I would say I would use more of the yellow, and I would mix in a little bit of the brown, well, the blue over here, to give it more of a flesh tone color. Otherwise, what you're getting orange, right? But it mix some blue in with that, and you get flesh tone. Now, I painted with this earlier with ink, so right away, I would say that my egg is already getting dark. Which you could say, oh no, your egg's gonna die. No, that's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Just need a little bit. See, look at that. That is way too much red. Way too much red now. You need so very little of this pigment. It's amazing. And if there's not enough water, you can, because you don't want it to dry too fast. It is going to dry fast though. This is egg tempera. It's going to dry fast. See, like, I'm not the best at painting yet, but with practice, I'm going to get better. All right, so now I've already drew this and sketched a lot of the ink over here with the thought in my mind that I am going to be painting this. So a lot of the flesh tones are already there. You see how the tones are coming in? And the highlights. Because egg tempera goes on extremely translucent. It's very thin brush strokes. I'm going to be putting layer after layer on this. And I'm going to be emphasizing other colors. It's, to me, that's a lot of fun. It's not going to be quick. This is going to take a while. Now I see that there's too much yellow in there. That's fine. Because I'm going to be putting layers and layers on. I'd rather it be too light at this time than too dark of paint. The thinner, the better. For me, anyways. Okay, so here's my my mess of a color palette. There's way too much yellow. I am gradually bringing in some white, and I'm kind of happy with this color. So I'm kind of putting the lighter colors where the light is hitting, you know? And I'm not worried about technique so much, obviously, because there's going to be so many different layers on this. And I'm taking my time. You really can just take your time, you know? There's no hurry. That's what art's all about, right? Okay, so I like, especially the first layer of paint. I don't know if you can see this. Let's see. You can see right through that. It's very thin. And I'm going to be doing a lot of layers like that, where the light is going to shine right through. Oh, this wire's in the way. Where the light is going to shine right through the egg tempera. It's going to hit the back of the white page and actually bounce through. So the light's going to come in this way and go right through all of those layers, bounce from the white, and come back into your eye. That's what all the layers are for. So that, and look at the tone that I already put down with the ink. I want to move that around. And if it's a mistake, it's a mistake. Don't worry about it. It actually adds to your art piece. It looks beautiful. So what I'm doing right now is I'm applying very thin layers of pigment and egg tempera. I'm not happy with the yellow, but I'm not worried about that right now. I'm having fun. I'm applying paint. I'm liking the way that the tones are coming out. It's beginning to look like a painting more than just a drawing. This is just the first layer. I'm going to keep working it. And I'm also going to look at other egg tempera artists, my favorite ones. And I'm going to see how they solve certain problems by really studying their paintings. My favorite all-time egg tempera painter is Andrew Wyeth. And I can probably even look at some great masters from, back in the day. Anyways, I'm having fun. I was looking at this painting and I was thinking, you know what? This is more interesting if some of it is left in black and white. To me, it's saying something, It's almost like it's being created. She's creating herself. I don't know. That could be just the artistic bullshit part of me. But, like I said, egg tempera dries up really fast. So in order to keep playing with my paints, I add more water when it starts drying up. Add water to it. Have fun with it. That's what life is all about, right? It's about fun. So don't take it so seriously. You're not going to get out of life alive. And just have fun and love. This is what you love to do. So just have fun with it. This is what I'm doing. I'm having fun and I'm loving this. To me, even if I'm not an established artist, I chose to do this because I love to paint. I love to draw. I love art. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to continue painting.